wall yet. Holy crap. I don't even think I'm finished with this area yet, but it's fine. I'll move them out here. At least get stuff places. That's moving. I've got to move. I'm pretty sure this area over here is done moving. Alright. Okay. That's none of that. That's all fine. All the various animals that are on the move. Like, they are going to lose some nutrients down here, but I do have all these. This is the other thing I do as well, is I make sure to have these little areas in winter time. Like, we've already got a substantial amount of corn that should be frozen. What's wrong with Felicia? You just get yourself set on fire. This is already getting brought in. What's the temperature? 21 degrees. Very good. Outside 7, that's very good. I have to keep an eye on these areas. But they should be right too. You guys should be sowing this. I've got that on rice throughout winter because I think I can grow the most of it. Cat's got some inspired creativity going. You guys can harvest it. Now, these are a lot bigger areas. The 21 and 17. What's wrong with this area? It's because it keeps cropping in and out of electricity, isn't it? I'll tell you what, when I'm done researching this, which I'm not really sure why I'm researching this anymore. I remember, but I don't remember. What I want to do is this one, because I'll need that. I need that quite badly, honestly. No, fuck it. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna go make a coffee. I'll come back in about 10 minutes. I'll put up a be right back. 10 minutes. Hold on. So, where's my thing? Back in 10. Yeah, I am yawning way too much for this. I'm back. I was reading your messages as well as making coffee. And yeah, it is. You can do that. Yeah. Welcome in, fam, by the way. I'm not being lazy. I have been yawning all morning. And I'm like, because the last thing you guys need to hear is just me yawning non-stop. I'm like, I'm just going to make a coffee, and at that exact moment, the jet will oversee the shit out of me anyway. So, good timing, I guess. That happened. I did not make that coffee. No! Damn, I can't make it off my phone when it's on the desk. Right? Now, as for my microphone, that's another matter. I might get too close to that or even sneeze on it. But, you know, I can't avoid that. I just sit there blushing like a little senpai is. Oh, no, you're not. I've looked up some, like, pictures for that. So, in response to double insulated walls, yes, great idea. I usually do. I normally wait until I've got stone walls, so it's less likely to catch fire, since wood is likely to catch fire. And I do want to do that. I do want to see how well these handle winter with the 2 heaters and just wood in one layer. Last map was permanent summer, and I still got snow. It drove me mental because it still fluctuated enough that my people were like dying in both seasons. It was horrible. But this is kind of like more of a quote normal one. So animals are just getting in here now. It's good. As for I want to put on the geyser. You can use that for like heating and stuff like that. But essentially, what I want to do is get the geothermal power and put these on them. So then, see these areas down here are constantly flickering in and out of light, right? And you know how I explained earlier that I've got a individual foreground. At this time of day, I'd say Moose is probably busy doing dinner stuff with his family. I'd say, give or take time zones. I think. I don't know. I did say hello to him earlier, but he was like briefly here and there. But yeah, because I've got the 4 separate generators, I have the option to put these on the thermals as well, and then really like use these areas. Well, he hasn't been on lately. He's got a lot of stuff going on. The batteries do and don't. Okay, you see how I've got like a whole heap of them here? I'll zoom in a little bit because now it's harder to see. So I have a bunch of batteries on this bottom side, and this is for this bottom quarter of the map, and this side is that bottom quarter of the map. But the problem is that I'm drawing too much with all my solar lights to really actually have any extra, because I've got solar on both of these. Both of them ended up with the gardening grids, which is a mistake. But on the flip side, up here, I've got 4 air conditioners for storage, which is kind of a fridge, and then I'll have more electricity and stuff like running a crematorium and stuff like that. You know, up here we'll have some smaller kind of, it has these outdoor areas, but this one's the one that's got the lights, and they will be draining soon. I have got predetermined, like there's a thermal thingy there, and what's the other one up here? There's one up here. There's a couple down here, but I don't want to use this one because it's going to link those 2 sources together. There's one over here, somewhere there. They'll give me 4, right? I have one here, one over there, the one up there, and one there. And they'll give me easily 4. At the moment, these ones keep going up because I'm just not using that much power. Do you see how these ones are just starting to go down now? So now close that solar area up here. These ones won't go down much unless I really start working with all these like labor intense areas. I don't see that being a problem, especially since some of these are fueled. Some of them are electric, depending. This one's electric. It's fueled, and that one's fueled. Some of them are, some of them aren't. I kind of did more of that this time because I worked out that both have a fuck ton of wood. So, yeah. And Ben, I think he's been around. This has been around, he just hasn't been, he's been mostly lurking. He's had a lot on, as far as I understand. But he is around. He's still sick from what I understand. One of my relationships in the area went down. Let's change these little prison beds because they're not your beds, guys. And I need one of each one to be a medical bed. Yep. Okay, so I'll put these up eventually, but these kind of like the prelude to what's going to happen. And I do need to move this over and down still because I'm still working on it. I am getting there. It is a very, very slow process, especially since like you just don't want to do a lot of building. Please tell me, guys, in your RimWorld, if you've had a RimWorld game before, do you find that they are super eager to slap something together, but the second you tell them to deconstruct it, they're just like, no, that can wait a whole week. Like the procrastinators of the year just come right out at your face in that moment. I also have to fix up these little roofy areas. So I move them. They're all good. That over here. I love those deers when they get shot. That like fucking wincing scream thing that they make. I just love it. Deconstruction gets different priority build before destroy always. Interesting. I'd say that's probably what happens. But yeah, my people are so lazy about it. Okay, I've got to kind of fix this up. Construction types prioritize build roofs first, etc. Okay. Yeah, because when I piss off, because when I go to mine, like when it comes to like construction, I see what you mean. Fix broken down stuff and install, build. Yeah, I kind of wish that they'd have like remove roofs before build roofs. The amount of times they do that the other way. But yeah, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that it kind of set it. I gotta keep on this wall. I'm just gonna keep removing this because I'm trying to. It'll be a bit of a challenge for me mentally, unfortunately, to get this all back what it's supposed to look like on the other side. where it shouldn't be, but it is some days. Tactics mods, controlling everything. Yeah, see, like I said, as always, mod exists for everything. There will always be a mod for everything. I just don't use a lot of them. I think this is actually the right shape here where it's just supposed to cut off. I just want them to remove what they can remove. I don't need that there. I probably need that there and there. These bits, these are needed so I can have these enclosed. One of it, that should probably come up there. Thinking what it is this corner, it like that little sampler of 3. What it looks like. Cool. You know, I get there eventually. It just always takes me a lot longer. I'm like rebuilding shit, I swear. Alright. It's supposed to come down a bit more. I mean, I have to look at this. What is it? Someone thinks the mod doesn't exist. It been made. So that's the thing is, I have to say this to Grim, is that he'll always tell me that there's a mod for that. And I'm like, look, I'm pretty sure there is, but like it just doesn't, like I just don't need it. What the Joe Sandcrawler to sell droids? I have side for you. It just sounds like something my partner would say. Legitimately. Okay. Make sure I'm removing everything right here. Because I don't think I am. I think I'm fucking something up here. I think I could take it down like this. Like a little heart sort of shape is what I'm going to go for. So that's 2 straight down. I feel like this area over here is off, but I'll only notice it once I get rid of all this. No, remove it, please. There we go. Now move this. And where is it going to? It's only in that corner. See, something feels off about this. It's not down, is it? I moved it over, but I didn't move it down, did I? Oh my god. Up by 2. Hey, that didn't need to happen while I was here. Fucking people and they're slaughtering animals. Okay, so that's gotta come up by more. Alright. Probably gotta go up to like there or something, which means it's probably off by 1 across the board. It makes sense because that's up by 2 and that is not. Cool. I managed to fuck it up again. I am doing this at like an impressive rate, like even by my standards. No, it's really not. I don't care who's in the vicinity, everybody's called to action on that. You guys gotta keep up on your animals, people. Alright. Okay, so it's just gonna fucking run around that way. Where is the cat? Are you serious? Man, just fuck the guns. I'm gonna do this backhanded. I hope you enjoy your death. Yes, I'm well aware that the cat died. I'm gonna sit here like a true psychopath sipping on my coffee. This manhandle beating this wolf to death. Okay. Everybody's good? Feel good? Cool. Go back to what you're doing. Just let it bleed out. You'll feel the wrath of that cat. Now, Felicia, you really didn't have to. It could have just like waited like an extra hour or 2 until it bled out on its own. This thing does not exist. Fuck right off. You're not allowed to exist in my base. Only get it done. Thank you. I have it in for orange courses. I don't fucking know what it is. There's another one. Look at it. Just die already. I hate them so much. And the worst thing is, like, I feel like I'm making one of these little bastards in a moat. I know how much you guys would probably spare if you had the option to. Somehow somebody managed to make a wall here like a good adult. You know how like they have their moments where they're not really sure if they're able to? Yeah. happens more often than not. Alright, Esme might actually be trapped in her bedroom. Maybe just fix up her room a touch bit. I want this line gone. Probably the center bit's off then. Which means that this one, which didn't put the center bit on yet, is fine for the minutes. There, probably. Alright, they should be able to work it out. It can go out that way, it'll be fine. It's almost done. These bedrooms are looking fine. I have gotten rid of a heap of these campfires though, and I'm a bit dicey about that. They were basically what were keeping them good through winter. So now, if I was smart about this, I could make an entire like rectangular base, and I could have like one line of like air conditioning going into the cold room, and then I could have like the heater room stuff being able to vent into bedrooms and stuff. But I'm not smart about putting this stuff. I'll say that. I know what my pitfalls are. Set the bed there. There's a door, there's a door. Just need to move this over. Okay, electricity. Okay. Yeah, that might help. I bet that was in the right spot too before. I probably completely ruined it. Yeah, look, there's a lot of things that I don't like point blank, I hate the fact that I've got lines going up through here. But sometimes I need that because I need lights to be in the center. This area is an absolute slap happy mess, and I hate it. But it will get there eventually, or I'll decimate it in the process of getting there. It'll be, we'll see how that goes. Like, so far everybody's been pretty good. As far as the colony goes, these people are nice. Honestly. You know? It hasn't been as bloodthirsty as the last group, which actually had to just let them kill each other. Can you move that there and that there? Because yeah, they literally would not work together, so death to them all. I noticed I had one block here, I don't want that to go on. As far as fireplaces go, I'm thinking these two sort of couples now. Here we go, this would be interesting. Okay, hold up. All of these little burners, I know it's really hard for you guys to see them. All these little burners, we're going to need them now. These, I want to click on stars. These need to probably go up by probably, okay, let's take it 40. I got a couple of them. Really didn't get these two though. Yeah, I actually want to select both, yeah. Set up. I don't know if that got up to 40. I can click on it individually. Where are these ones? I wanted to build these soon. I think I could probably get away with maybe 30 because those are pretty small. I think I'll see how I go with that. I'll see if that's small enough rooms and not double insulated, so maybe I will need it. I don't have any prisoners. We do have a few jumpers. One other thing I was going to do was I originally had they couldn't wear talks. They can, that's fine. Okay, because I made a heap of these things requests, and I'm like, if you're going to need it, they're going to need it now. Just slow this down a little bit. I don't want this to go too far out of control. I do need to move this, but that'll be fine. I can definitely do that over the winter period anyway. While that is happening, while shit is dying off potentially, I'm hoping what happens is this cold snap might start the growing process of fur extra fast. Because if it does, you go wool, you got milk fullness, wool growth. There we go. This is what I want. Unfortunately, like a lot of horses and stuff like that isn't going to do it. I do have these all like reallocated, and there's only going to be so many I can handle over winter. I take it down to 5 at the moment. Take it down to like 2. Nah, fuck. I don't really want to be dealing with this all winter, like up and down. I can see where it is. I'll just fucking deal with them as I see them. Which basically means if I can get away with it, it's just be good about this. I have chicken eggs. I've got some butter. Oh, these are all gonna fucking freeze, aren't they? Okay, that's end up getting the egg boxes out of here, I did. Now, if they put the eggs in the egg boxes, they don't freeze. That's one cool fact. There are so many animals in here. How's this going? It's a little bit under. Like, yeah, it's a little bit under, but it's not bad. Like, it doesn't include the areas like this, and they can't get into here, so that's pretty good. Okay, so we've got a whole heap of egg boxes. Look at them all. 7, 12. Some of them are fertile, some of them aren't. Now, I don't really want you guys to take in any. That's my animals. Raw food? No. Meals, raw resources, maybe? No. It's got to be under raw food, right? Yeah, animal products. Okay, they're still not taking any fertile eggs, and that's fine. Once around the paddock, they can still kind of like just destroy. What I was trying to do is I was trying to get these kiwis down here so they had a secondary interest. But now for these rolling black cats, I'm honestly thinking about moving the rec room up. Thinking about it. Not a bad idea because I end up putting like, if I really wanted to, because I've got to have medical still kind of semi-centered, but I could end up having like a couple of different things, having like bigger rec rooms and more storage and all sorts of stuff around the place. You guys been considering harvesting this? It's kind of warm, a little bit cold. It's not the peak growing stuff, but I mean, it's not bad. Considering it's one layer. Bear with me on this. It is one layer of wood trying to keep these areas warm, and the power's not on all the time. I'd say it's doing good. Doing good for what it's doing, really. Some of these people are going to have warm bedrooms and some of them not. But we end up moving your beds out of here, didn't I? Okay, that's fine. Look, move your beds to where they need to be, and then I'll make this all prison. Let's finish making these center beds. We'll move your bed soon, and that'll be good. So, yeah, what I want is these are all prison beds, please. Oh, you guys thinking about it? You're thinking about doing more work. Sweet. I do have to build more of these. I would like to get them to be better quality. That may not necessarily happen. And what I really need is a whole bunch of little beds. Any quality bed, actually. Are these special? No, they're just normal wooden beds. That runs a no because of all these fucking tiles that are being worked on. This area is clean and neat. I won't sleep on them either because of the type of bed that they are. And since I've got the availability over here, which I haven't started building in yet, I know if it's going to move over, it's going to move over by like down one, so I can put them in this section over here, and it's not that big of an issue. That in this area. If we build them, great. If not, I'm not that concerned. We are actually getting some water around the place. Oh, YouTube's loading. Which is being tried to romance Lumi. I love how it's always after they're doing taming, so it always looks like they're trying to tame them. Oh man. Lumi does not seem that interested there. Honestly. I don't know if she's married or not. I don't remember who's got what in this game. But yeah, I'm thinking because I'm gonna have it that like down here it's all growing and stuff. Like I could make down here some mechanical sort of areas, but I don't know, it would almost be better to flip it as like a dining rec area. Okay. But I did just make this a fucking medical zone. But that is closer to the center. These two are the closest to the center. They're really like, if I was going to do 2 medicals, I'd likely do that. I thought that there was a pack of bats going ape shit for a second there in real life. I'm like, wait a minute, it's a public holiday, it's really just children. I was just absolutely startled, confused for a moment because I really didn't know what the fuck was going on. I swear, sometimes the weirdest shit happens out this way. It's so overly peaceful today, it's lovely. With that, and let's really just put this medical section right here on the fence line. I definitely, one thing I got rid of was the things around there. I haven't got rid of it. Encountered the swarm of wild children. But it's like that anytime I go near a fucking shopping centre, I swear. Like, I don't know how much well-known fact it is, but I fucking hate children. Like, basically, if you're 17 and under, you fucked up. Like, you better do something about that kind of attitude. I know, I really hate kids. So whenever I'm like out and about places, like the biggest thing that ruins my day is the fact that there are like wild herds of children like roaming and screaming unsupervised. And obviously, you occasionally encounter like the odd parent who like actually gives a shit and like has done a really amazing job with their kid and stuff, but it's unfortunately rare. And it becomes, I feel like it becomes rarer every year. And I'm not just saying that about like, people not trying and stuff. I just feel like, I don't know, maybe I just don't encounter the good ones anymore. I feel like nearly done. I'm putting slate in all the bedrooms because I thought a nice dark bedroom and eventually blue lights look really nice, and it looks like it will. Everything is trying to kill you. Look, everything is trying to kill you. If you're not actively prepared for something trying to kill you, are you even in Australia? Because that's kind of what it's like. Like, no shit. Like, winter slippers. I was telling somebody last week, and they were mortified to find out that like I had a set of slippers a few years ago. I stopped wearing slippers in winter for this reason. Holy shit. So like, I would buy these slippers that were kind of like, they're more like a slip-on shoe. They didn't really have like an ending to where the toes at. And everybody was like, why don't you have that? Because obviously your toes get cold in winter. And I'm like, look, you just don't understand. The amount of times I've gone to put my feet in slippers and there's been a massive huntsman in there. I just can't take the fucking risk. It's all of those happening. So I started getting these like slippers, and I thought I was kind of safe because you should be theoretically able to see if it's sticking out one end or the other. So I'm sitting there minding my own business one night, watching my slippers. I see this massive spider walk into the room, like more so just fucking swaggering like he owns the place, and he probably did. And I'm just like, I'm not down for this. I'm just gonna keep an eye on you while I like grasp off into like the distance, trying to find myself some fly spray that I know is somewhere in the vicinity of my arm reach. And I just watched it walk over and crawl upside down into my slip-on slippers. And I'm just mortified. I'm like, I don't give a shit how great those slippers were. They can't exist anymore. Like literally, they just expired today. Going to the fire, into the bin. That's where they reside now. There was no going back from that. There's nothing that can convince me that there's not a spider in the shoe. Like, I started this practice where I ended up getting, stop starting, because they're called. So I started getting stockings. Like, you can just go into any, like, I don't know, Woolworths and Kmart and stuff like that, just buy, like, cheap ladies' stockings. And if you cut them up and put them into, like, just not one end, and then like, sling the other end over, like, the heel end of the shoe to cover where, like, the opening of the foot is, you can at least stop like the really big spiders from getting in there. But you can't prevent obviously the little ones from getting in there and becoming bigger spiders. Like you got to be honest. But yeah, it's at least since doing that, my rate of having spiders in shoes have lessened. However, I've also found that my inkling to wear more of like what we call thongs, which you guys would really call flip flops, uh, yeah, more higher on the list of footwear. Anything else has been in a long time. just because it's so open, you can see if something's in it, and if it breaks, who gives a shit? It's like a couple of bucks, you know. Most people can repurpose them into like so many things. Like if you get a good amount of them and they're not too worn out, you can kind of like cut them up and glue them together. And what's wrong with this photo? Yeah, you can cut them up, glue them together, and make them into like a spongy kind of mat. You can like kneel on if you need to. If you're doing gardening and shit, so I mean, you can get pretty creative. My animals are starting to go down from hypothermia. You guys are serious? Is it that cold? Okay, I probably can't make it a safe spot out here, but I can probably throw down a little campfire. It's not going to do much, but I mean, if you guys are willing to mill around it, maybe it'll do something. I'm not going to do too much for them. They'll obviously bring the animals wherever they need to be. I might do, though. I am going to do a temporary smart thingy and throw this all around here. Unfortunately, unsupervised children in Australia don't tend to sort themselves out. It's more of like, how do I explain this? Like if you're out in the bush, unsupervised children are a lot smarter than city kids. Like they know enough about what will actually kill them to avoid getting killed, obviously. And the city kids usually aren't the brightest bunch of the bulb pack, you know. And they are more likely to run out in front of a car. But then, you know, the parents will take that moment to be supervising their kid and make it entirely your fault that you know ran over the kid or something, you know. So it's depending on a lot of factors and stuff. But if you're out in the country, the kid's more likely to watch you die than you are to watch it die. Don't get me wrong, I'm not like trying to endorse this stuff. I'm just saying, I'm like the intelligence level goes up drastically the further out country you go. Alright, they'll be making these soon, and I'm hoping that if I've got a bunch of beds here, it'll be right next to food, it'll be next to some campfires, because they can't all be like, got hypothermia. I don't really want to turn off the freezers in here, that would help them. It's going down. Okay, alright, it's a whatever. Okay, she took us away in here, maybe she's either gonna make a fire or she's gonna waste time like moving the animals around. They do have parts here. What are you guys doing? Oh, you did some stuff. I thought for a legit moment they were actually like in bed sick. I'm like, please don't be doing that. We'll probably move that away from there so it's more on the recreational stuff. Okay. Some of the animals are starting to die, but you've just been slapped down next to this. How's this going for you? It's helping you? Probably not. Some bulk traders are here. Cool. Where's Coffee? I probably could take this moment to like get rid of a bunch of animals, but I'll probably just settle them down. Get them recreational chocolate. You have your stuff. No, not that. I don't need that. I do need the components. And your steel. Yes. Thank you, kind wanderer. Always so good. Alright, so if I put down some of this shit that's like crappier quality, it's not super crappy quality, like some of its original clothes. That's why it's fucking pitch black. But yeah, they probably won't be putting that back on. I might as well sell it. So, the funny thing is, as much as like nature finds its way inside the houses in Australia, like no joke, like you think you're safe, but then you find out you've got like some random lizard or something in your house, like I had only like a month or so ago. Yeah, it more often than not, I'll accept that. More often than not, you get where I'm not so much afraid of this. Like, yeah, I don't like spiders and stuff, but like snakes and shit, like don't bother me as much. Like I could deal with a snake of any level in my house far better than I would for a spider that's the size of my face, just being randomly in my house because you know that thing's bred. you know that there's fucking hundreds of those things, and they're teeny tiny right now. They're all going to that size in a year or two. Alright, yeah, I have to color my animals. I was hoping that it would be alright with winter. Also, hunt the lynx, please. Okay, so we've got one male, and I think since we've only got like 10 of them, let's get down in here. Gonna be a little bit harder. I don't think all these guys are gonna be made better by this. You don't have hypothermia, you do. I think the little fighters aren't really doing anything. It's not like in the past where I take him to what you call it? You get about 50% of an egg. What have you got? Process soft until fertilized. Yeah, 19 hours. We spot about spider, they have to eat something. They're big, they eat a little something. So that's the thing that concerns me is in this area we have a mixture of we get large spiders, large roaches, and mice. It's kind of what we get here. I haven't really seen a variation outside of that. I'm just going to sort these guys as well. I'll take down a few. See, the thing is, I know that when we get rid of the big spiders, when we do eventually cap on the big spiders, for a little while we get roaches, and then the roaches go, and for a little while we get mice. So that's kind of what happens. Is I think the spiders who eat the mice and the roaches, the mice are kind of like, what are they called? Omnivores or whatever. They'll eat meat and anything, so they're happy to eat bugs and stuff. They'll eat, the roaches easily. But if they can get their hands on a spider, they're happy to eat that too. Yeah, we don't really see the mice population boom until it's like really good conditions for them. But it's more like the spider and roaches kind of keep each other in balance. So if we kill the spiders, we know that we have to immediately do a barrier spray for the house to keep the roaches out and at bay. Because otherwise, the next thing we're going to do is have a bunch of roaches, and those fuckers are like the biggest. Like they look like gym chat bros, right? They literally like swagger into your house and like looking at steroids and beefy arms, and just like trot around like nothing's even wrong, even if you just sprayed the place. Like it's really quite disturbing. And that's just fucking roaches. Mind you, like we do like spray them and stuff. It is very hard in some areas, because depending on where you are, it all depends on your neighbour's cleanliness just as much as your own. Like yes, they can come into your house, but they're breeding somewhere else and only venturing out to your house. I probably lose most of these things. I don't really care too much, honestly. At least they're all kind of down here. I'm not going to lose like all of my chickens and shit. I have so many eggs and stuff. Yes, everything's fine. It's a cold snap. It's not even winter. I think because it is a cold snap more so than it actually being winter. Alright, calm down. To be fair, if I really wanted to avoid this, I could have rolled it back and been like, cool, everybody come inside. I could have potentially let them into here area. I'm not that stressed about it, honestly. I just want to have a quick look to see what kind of level of chickens I've got left. I've got 2 adults. I've got a lot of young ones, so that's not too bad. I just don't have a lot of adults. Alright, tell you what, you guys are going to get some fucking special privilege. I don't know how well that will open, but if I was to put a fireplace in here, will it combust or will it be right? Because I don't know. But I'll tell you what, we're going to slap a fire in here. That goes. Yeah, see, I usually kind of like have an area like this where they can come in and get food, conjoined with another area where they can have somewhere warm to sleep. But I haven't got that far because winter hasn't been that bad. This is kind of the first time I've had a lot. No, I might actually roll it back. See how far back was that? 6 minutes ago. I'm gonna see what this one is because it's a little bit further back. And just see if that was the start of the old snap. I know I was building throughout this whole thing, and I hate when I do that. But I just want to see if there's a chance that I can bring this forward without losing basically all the chickens and stuff. You know, since I'm aware of it, at least that this is what's coming. I don't want to not have a cold snap. Cold snap's active. Cool. Yeah, I'm doing better stuff. Now, I do have a small amount of time this time. What I want to know is, I didn't think so. I can't grow anything here. So if I was to say, squeaky out a little tiny room up here, actually, if I bring up a one, I'll be missing much then. And out here. That should be big enough for at least some process of room. I don't like that it's conjoined because as far as I'm concerned, that's just asking for fires. But just slap a couple of doors on here. One of those. I'll send somebody down to start making it, and I'm going to do with where are they? Fires. My whole animals weren't having this problem, by the way. That's the biggest thing that interests me about this whole thing. So I didn't really want this to be here because I wanted more space for like growing stuff. And realistically, what I should have done probably just met that over. But I'm leaving this space when if I decide to double this over. I'll see how that goes. I'll probably actually bring that up by one more. A tiny bit more space. I know it takes away just a fraction. Should be fine. There we go. Alright, to get rid of that only leaves me about 5 squares of rollable space. I can deal with that. Now, Lumi, you come down here. Of course, I know you can cut stuff. Shizuka, maybe start cutting things down here. If I can get a few people just cutting things, that'd be good. Bring up a fresh save. There. Get rid of this awful overlay. Let's see what we can actually save this time. Because I'll also have to move where those animal beds go as well. I have to be keeping them in here. Yeah, so usually what would happen is I would have a space like this room. A little bit bigger usually because I have so many animals. But the idea would be they would have somewhere undercover that they could sleep that's safe and warm and all that sort of stuff. And if medical stuff has to happen, this would be the place to do it, you know. But in this case, I haven't made it yet. I haven't needed it yet. And now I definitely look like I do need it. So I'll throw it down. I'll make a few of these Betty stuff. What do you call it? What's your medical thing? I just want this section like that here. Your medical. Now, last time I tried making this into like, you know, that first aid cross. Turns out that shit actually protects against all games and stuff under some Geneva thing. So like, I'm not going to make that fucking mistake. The last thing I need to do is get sued for putting a red cross in a game. Even if it's just for the decorative purposes of like a health center or something. Not that I was getting sued, but I'm just saying, like, in all seriousness, that's the thing. Get a roof on this. Slap that up there. This is enclosed. Who else we got? Nina, what are you doing? Building a wood wall. Enyo, still cutting stuff. Can you work on a campfire for me? I don't know if the animals are going to come in here straight away. Maybe they will. I don't know if I can make them. All I know is when they're healing, they would be safe in there. Let's see, Nina's working on that. Acosta, could you maybe work on Nathan's working on that? Nathan's working on that. What about this wall? See what's working there? Jesus, everybody's going to town on this. Like, I'm glad, but damn. Okay, so I'm definitely going to lose a few. Okay, I was going to take the guinea pigs over here too. Don't. Small animals, please. So I've got to do this sooner. Did it be like that? Oh, yeah, it's obviously not going to go that far. Yes, some where animals are sent to die. Let's hope we can combat that. That might be just crossing the line just a tiny bit there on that one. Okay. Clear small animals from, where was it? Here. Okay. And I need to remove them from being up here. I don't want the guinea pigs to move out. I don't know if they're going to move out on their own. They might. It'd be cool if they did. Could you imagine if the entire bulk of them? Are they going to do it? Not going through the gate yet. Oh my god, they are! Look at them go! I'm so proud of them. I'm like legit proud that they're like making this little voyage throughout my base. Don't go through the buildings. Of course you're going to go through the buildings. They're going to go through the hospital, aren't they? I just know it. I have the biggest issue with animals going through my hospitals. Yes, my doggies are dying. Okay, guys, you've done them all here. That's pretty great. So some of them are definitely going to die. And by the look of it, once they get here, they're going to slowly roast for a few hours over a steady flame. We'll see how that goes. And they're going to end up with some delicious roast turkey or a lot of dead animals. I probably also need to bring down a little area of medical supplies. Let's see, don't allow anything. And then let's say, actually, I should put this in the other area. Like that. You being refrigerated can take. Where is medical? Maybe no. Manufactured. There we go. Medicine. That one. You can take some of that down here. For the love of God, I hope I don't find all of it down here. Oh, Jesus Christ, that corn just beat that pig off like side of its head. Oh, holy crap, I just looked at it. Obviously, I know what happened, but still. Somebody getting this now. We have a bulk goods trader. Courtesy. I also realized that I probably had a trade before, but I've lost it. Alright. Well, I can't really focus on that. I do need to keep an eye down here. I'm thinking all of this is going to need to go medical as right. Not my preference, but if it's got the space, these guys look like they're alright. Sheep seem to be fine. It's chickens, cows, ducks, and all that sort of stuff seem to have a problem with the temperature. Whatever. Like, look, I've got a few that have survived this. Obviously, some of these animals are going down fast and I can help them. I mean, I'm doing what I can. Okay, I still have a fuck ton of animals. That is actually a problem when I'm scrolling by this. I'm not paying attention to that stuff that much. I think I used to keep a better eye on it. I'm not looking at it sufficiently. I'm just trying to see if I can get meats and food and stuff. They have a lot. They have a lot of leathers. As long as we don't sell any of the furs, I should be good. Guinea pig furs are on the market always. That's why I have them. Take your wools. So let's see, can I afford your foods? Yes. What you got? I'm getting up a steady amount of wood by the look of it. Good. Information overload was affected. It did. Unfortunately, my shields were down. I became confused, so that happened. Literally, actually, since the migraine that I had on the weekend, I've had a really bad time focusing on reading and stuff for like the last couple of days. So I'm hoping that clears up. Because I can usually fast read like a lot of information a lot like, really quickly, and that's not what's been happening the last few days. I'm like having to actually sit there and passively read stuff, which God forbid, you know. I'm gonna take that too. I'm gonna kill your meats, and since we're in a bit of a predicament, so my migraines don't usually do this, okay? So my migraines, I did end up having a look at the pictures in the thing, and I having something similar to that, and it was weird because I haven't had one this bad for probably a good decade or so. And what I had was I was out and about, and I started losing vision in my left eye, and everything looked pixelated on that side of my eye, like that side of my vision. And I was like, okay, well, this isn't right. But everything was like exceedingly shiny as well. Um, and it seemed like it was coming from that eye. And I just couldn't get focused. And then after a while, by the time I got home, which was probably another half an hour from where I was when it started, I ended up finding that everything was really shiny, but there was either bright light or nothing coming out of that eye, which was quite distressing from my perspective, obviously. I'm going to sell a little bit of this because I don't have enough. I reckon a few hundred of this will get it done. Or too much. Yeah, it took some hours to get that back, my vision all back and stuff. And what it did, I'm trying to sell them stuff. I don't have that kind of money. When it did come back, it was kind of like right before the headache hit, which was fucking amazing. It was a hell of a headache that I had. Visual migraines are similar, but with visual senses of the brain. See, I was getting scared that something had fucking detached or whatever because of like lack of vision that I had, was just so intense. I haven't had something like that before. Like, as far as my migraines go, they're not usually that bad. I need to stop selling as much. That's what my problem is. Maybe this one. Maybe not that one. Maybe this one. Alright, that takes it down a bit. Usually my migraines are on the level of I have really, really bad head pain and neck pain, and it kind of like radiates out of like my whole head and neck and shoulders and stuff. And I don't know, I guess like movement and stuff like that is not really desirable and stuff. It didn't affect both my eyes. That was the big thing. Is one eye, my left eye, if you can imagine it, half of the vision of my left eye, if I close my right eye, right? So half of it went really, really bright and shiny, and the other half was just not there. At first it was pixelated. It literally looked like internet censorship, and then it just went to I was getting nothing and brightness. And my right eye, on the other hand, if I close my left eye, I was getting some brightness, but full vision in like the bottom right hand corner. That's where my vision was. So to look at anything, I kind of had to look down to the left to see anything as a whole image because that's what I was getting the most out of my right eye. So it was really weird. And I haven't really had that before. Like that does sound more like something that like my dad would have of his migraines, but not so much me. You get visual hallucinations and stuff with his that were really quite concerning and whatever. Whereas my bad ones, the worst I've had in the past is when sound had pressure and sight was kind of like everything at once. I can't explain it. It's too hard to explain, but it was essentially like everything was happening when I was looking at vision, like looking into like out into the world and stuff. I was seeing a lot more than what I'd normally see, which did not make sense. I like to get conspiracy theory here and be like, it's always there. You only see it when you're having a migraine. But yeah, I want to start some kind of like conspiracy thing going on. Like the last thing I need is to be on a list, on general list, you know. Something made it masterwork. She will talk. So you get a jagged spiral full of motion, but with no things to look at in it. It's very difficult to read. Trying to read makes it worse. See, I have, generally speaking, the migraines that I do get regularly, the ones that are like 3 weeks at a time, which I finally got put on medicine for after like a couple of years, and it's bliss. The rate of recurrence has decreased incredibly, and I cannot thank them enough for figuring out that that is actually migraine. But what I was getting is I would get a migraine for like 3 weeks at a time, and then it would stop, or it seemed like it stopped, and then if I didn't catch it again with the stuff that kind of lessens it's increasing happening, then it would start again for another 3 weeks. But during that time, all I really got was like a severe headache, and I'd have some issues with bright light, and sometimes the sound, not always, and sometimes with like it would affect my desire to eat and stuff like that, but not always. So it wasn't too bad. It's just that the length of time to deal with a serious headache is horrible. When you've got like 3 weeks of a month, and you're like, great, it just started 3 days ago, and I've probably got 2 more weeks of this. And you know that you've got stuff in between then that requires you to have a functioning brain or functioning job, and you've got that in it. Whereas opposed to like occasionally, very very rarely, I'd get a really bad one, and it would never. I never got like super super bad ones, at least not for a long time. And then when I finally did, it was kind of like, oh wow, that would be the kind of migraine that like my dad would speak about. You know, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's awful. And I can definitely relate to the fact that it's awful. And it's like, okay, well, that's obviously what most people refer to as having a migraine. And I've just had that. I don't know. I definitely, like, as much as like, you can have really severe ones for a short period of time, I wouldn't want to have severe ones for a short period of time versus the horrible ones I get like a month at a time. 30 minutes. Wow. 30 minutes to a day or so. Yeah, see, that's what I'm told in normal migraine spaces. Like, they had to look at whether or not I had cluster headaches or something because it was more likely what was coming up under my stuff because it was just for so long. But it's not. I was getting scared at one point because nobody could fucking figure out what it was. And they're like, oh, we'll try you on this, and if it works, it's migraine. I'm like, cool. I tried it, and after 3 progressive months, occurrences of migraines happening lessened, and I was able to actually kind of be a functioning adult, God forbid. And yeah, I can mostly deal with it. And people are like, oh, you suffer from migraines. I'm like, yeah, it's okay, but I'm fine. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Literally, it doesn't bother me. That's where I want to put that. I'll put it here. It does, but it doesn't. It doesn't bother me the way that it would, like the same kind of migraines you guys get. I need to move a whole heap of shit around in here. Somebody's got inspired taming. One of the ducks did die. I'm expecting the ducklings, like chicken, like chicks and stuff like that. I'm expecting them to like legit die because they're not gonna hold out against this as much as some of the other animals. Even the guinea pigs got it. Like, they can definitely come in here. There's one of the hens. But all the turkeys have received help. Even the chickens got help. There's the chickens and the ducklings. The only thing I could potentially do is like make them roped up, like open it and rope them in there. That's the only other thing I could think of might work. They could potentially starve that way, but I'm willing to give it a go. Let us open this. So you madame, walking out here. What is it? It's a migraine. I'm half blind, not dumb. Jesus. I remember somebody telling me once, like, oh, you got a migraine, go home. So what are you doing at work? I'm like, it's going to be here for the next 3 weeks. Might as well get shit done. And they're just like, what? Yeah. It was one of those things where they're like, sure, it's a migraine. And I was like, oh, yeah. There's another chicken. Alright, now I'm hoping that they might actually, like, rope them up. Like, none of these animals are awake. It's a bit unfortunate. The only thing I could do is, like, get them, I don't know. It's going to take till morning. Shit, migraines, like, they have preconceptions that don't match reality. I think that's the thing too, is it is based on what you hear about stuff versus like your own personal experiences as well. knowing that my dad had migraines, and his migraines were so bad that he wasn't able to like drive or catch public transport and stuff because the hallucinations part of it was severe. So that's what I'd always grow up with, and he'd always be like basically like stuck in a dark, cold room for a few days when it happened. Well, the thing is, not going to get up between telling them to slaughter them. I'm hoping that they'll get down here and move some of them because the pen's open. But a lot of the chickens and stuff are going to die. Also, what the fuck are you doing in here, Rhino? Okay, you got hypothermia, fine. I'll allow that. 20 degrees indoors. Like, they're getting in here. Is that cat got hypothermia too? No? What's going on with this cat? Oh, you're working on the dark. I couldn't even fucking see it, so tiny. Alright, look, there's probably something that'll eat something else here. To be fair, I did try. And the fact that half of the chickens are like legitimately sleeping in here, not helping them. I don't really want to turn this off, but I'm gonna have to. Jessica, you're right here. Can you just prioritize that? Because these idiots are gonna kill themselves. Where are you guys going? Okay, well, I'm just gonna like let them play this out. Because they obviously don't quite understand what they're doing. Like, they're literally taking animals that are trying to like live away from like warmth. And my cat has died due to a lynx that you guys didn't hunt. You know the rules. And it is. This is the third time it's happened today as well. I'm absolutely disappointed in all of you. Cool. Right, well, you lot just leave that where